What's going on, people? It's your boy Sontwisted. Welcome to PC Central and the long awaited and highly dreaded bulletstorm commentary. Now, the reason I say it's highly dreaded is because I started out with high hopes for this game. Played the demo. I loved the demo. I played it a couple of times. It was, it was amazing. It was fun. Was very excited about this game until I actually got my hands on the finished product, and I don't know what happened between the demo and the actual game, but right off the bat, I just found the game to be extremely boring. And I don't know what it was. I was thinking at first because you don't start with the leash. So I was thinking maybe because you don't really have the leash and you can't really do the kill shots right off the bat, that's why it was boring. But once I acquired the leash, the kill shot system, which actually is supposed to be the selling point of the game, actually became what made me not enjoy the game ultimately, because it became tedious and boring to play that way. And I decided I'll continue. Give maybe it needs to grow on you. It's one of those type of games. And the more I played it, it did start getting more and more enjoyable. And I realized, I was playing that only. I had also ordered, rented Killzone 3 at the same time as Bulletstorm.
Boxing, you bastard.
So I played Bulletstorm for about 2 or 3 days. I put it down to go check out Killzone. And when I came back to it and tried to play Bulletstorm again, I was disgusted by it. And it probably was from playing Killzone and enjoying Killzone so much, trying to play that way. Because what ended up happening is I found myself just wanting to shoot people in the face and not wanting to have to deal with the kill shot system. It became a hassle. It started to take away from the experience of playing the game. And then because the game seems to have, you don't really have a lot of ammo in the game. You run out of bullets very quickly. There's no grenade, there's no melee. So once you run out of bullets, you really have no way of effectively killing an onslaught of enemies, because your only options at that point is to leash somebody, but unless you have a sharp object to yank them into, they're not going to die. Is to do the slide, which all that does is throw them up into the air into the slow motion animation, or to kick them. Now, you can kill somebody with the kick, but you have to kick them 3 or 4 times to kill them. So if you have 10 enemies running at you, that's 30 kicks you have to deliver to kill the enemy before they kill you. It's kind of ridiculous. So your only options really are to put them into the slow motion animation and allow Ishi, who is the character that runs with you through the game, to kill them. And there are certain enemies that are actually too fast to leash and too fast to slide. So what do you do when you run into that situation? I found myself a lot running into gun battles and not even attempting to do the kill shot. I would just empty a clip in people, because it's a shooter. It's the main part of it is to shoot. So all this flinging people in the air and yanking them into rebar and kicking them back into things and shooting the flail gun, the novelty of that wore off very, very quickly. And then on top of that, as I stated, I'm playing all my games on the hardest difficulty now. Makes it even more tedious trying to do that on the hardest difficulty. It just becomes, after a while, it's like, okay, this was cool for like 2 minutes. Can we do something else? It's like the game forces you to only be able to play that way, and it's just not fun, especially considering what you know a shooter to be, where you have melee attacks and you have grenades and as well as secondary weapons. And it seems like they took that out to give you this thing instead. So the game quickly became a chore for me, so I didn't even bother to beat the game. I just threw it back in the mail and got rid of it. If you are actually interested in this game though, and you want to see good gameplay, I would suggest you check out Don't Blink's channel for some Bulletstorm gameplay. This guy plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. I jokingly refer to him as the kill shot professor, because it seems like not only does he know every kill shot in the game, but he knows how to pull them all off, and he pulls them off flawlessly. Watching him play the game actually makes you want to play the game, even though I know better. I've been duped before by the likes of Jamie Hills and Don't Blink, watching them play games that I know are not fun, and it makes me want to play it, and I go get in there, and it's not happening, or using a weapon that I know is not fun to use, and then I go try to use it because I just watched one of their videos, and utter failure. It's kind of like if you had a craving for some brownies, and a friend of yours said, "I just found the most amazing brownies you ever had in your life." You know, just close your eyes, open wide. I'm gonna hit you off with this brownie. It's delicious, and while you're sitting there expecting this delicious brownie, the bastard takes the shit in your mouth. It's that kind of okey doke. You look at it, it looks amazing, and you go and try to do it, and it's like, oh, this is bullshit, and you know it was bullshit before you touched it, but they make it look so amazing. But he definitely has, he definitely plays the game properly. So if you have not seen any gameplay, or you're on the fence about this game and you want to see the game being played the way it's supposed to be played, go check out Don't Blink. I'm gonna leave a link to his Bulletstorm gameplay in the description. But as far as myself, I did not enjoy this game. I would recommend, if you can, rent or borrow this game before you purchase it, to determine if it's the kind of game that you would like to play. Before, I wouldn't recommend you just go out and purchase this game right off the bat. It, did not find it to be enjoyable. It has a very, very short shelf life, in my opinion, and it turned out to be 3 days for me, and even the first half of that wasn't even enjoyable. I kind of forced myself through it, in an attempt to give the game a real chance. I don't even know how far I got in it, but was not feeling Bulletstorm. Also, for you who are not aware, have my first blog post up on Don't Revive Me Bro. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to that, so go check out my blog as well. And it's your boy Sontwisted for PC Central. I am out. Peace.